Active incident. Who's on call and what do they actually need to know? An incident gets declared in PagerDuty. Someone checks the on-call schedule, who's primary, who's secondary, page them both. Now the responders need context. What service is this? Open the service catalog. Who owns it? Check the team roster. What changed recently that might have caused this? Pull up the deployment logs. Any runbook for this failure mode? Search the wiki. Meanwhile, everyone piles into a Slack channel and starts typing the timeline by hand. 5 systems and 10 minutes of coordination, and the service is still on fire. But what if the incident briefing wrote itself? Active incident, help manage it. PromptQL grabs the incident details. It identifies the affected service and who owns it, looks at the on-call rotation, and tags the right people automatically. PromptQL pulls recent deployments that might be relevant and flags anything suspicious. Finds the runbook for this failure mode so responders aren't starting from scratch. It even begins assembling the timeline using alert data and the deployment logs. Now the incident commander reads a briefing instead of building one. Responders land in the channel with context already there, not asking what's going on. The information that usually takes the first 10 minutes to gather is ready in 30 seconds. The first 10 minutes of an incident are almost always spent getting everyone on the same page. Who's responding, what's affected, what changed. Each answer lives in a different system owned by a different team, and every minute spent finding it is a minute the service stays broken. Pull it together up front. Start with context instead of confusion. Let the responders focus on fixing the problem and not figuring out what the problem is.